Hi friends, I'm Juani and welcome to Juani's house. Well, last week I shared with you how I put together this fondue bar, and it was part of the Wood Entertaining and Decorating collaboration. So today I wanted to share with you how I take the leftovers from this and create an amazing breakfast. So it's a breakfast bake, and I'm using everything that I had left over from this bar. Now, the first thing I want to do is I am going to get my egg mixture together. So I'm using 4 eggs, and I have some Gruyere cheese. I also have some cheddar cheese. And the great thing about this bake is, one, everything is either already cooked, it's blanched, or it's baked. So I'm adding some evaporated milk, and I'll say it's probably a quarter of a cup, and I added just a little bit of regular milk. So these are our leftovers that I put in this container. So remember the French baguette, because it wasn't a day old, I toasted it. So now it's a day old, and so this is going to be really good because now it's going to really absorb the liquid and it's going to keep a lot of its form. So I have added the French toast. I'm sorry, the French baguette. I've added some onions in there that I've chopped up, so that is in the bowl. And now I'm chopping up my potatoes as well as my broccoli into finer pieces, because when we took them off of the crown, we still had them in bite-sized pieces, but we don't want huge pieces like that in our breakfast bake. So I'm going to go ahead and add the broccoli into this, and now I'm going to add the potatoes, and then we're going to come and we're going to add our sausages. Now, we didn't have to cut up our sausages anymore. They were already small enough, but if yours were larger, I will go ahead and reduce the size. And so I am just going to kind of mix it up, because although I put it in sections, I don't want to cook it in sections. I want for every taste that you have that is very well distributed. So this is some cheddar cheese. You can use very sharp cheddar cheese. You can use white cheddar, whatever type of cheese you have on hand. That is what I suggest you use. So I'm gonna shred this cheddar cheese, and then once we get it all shredded in my egg mixture, I am going to add about 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Now the sour cream gives it a real like a tangy undertone. If you don't have sour cream, you know I'm a fan of Greek yogurt, and I would normally have used Greek yogurt, but I had this sour cream on hand. I have that in there, and then we are going to whisk it all together. So it's going to make sort of like a custard. Now, if you did not want to use the evaporated milk, I would have also used the heavy whipping cream. I didn't have any on hand, but if you have it, use it. I'm adding salt, and so I would say maybe like a teaspoon and a half of salt, because all of our vegetables are already salted. When we cook them, we added salt to our water mixture, and then I'm adding some black pepper. Now, if you don't want to see the black pepper, if you have access to white pepper, use that. Now, this is my secret ingredient. It is nutmeg. Nutmeg and eggs, especially when you're making some type of custard, is amazing. It really enhances the flavor of the custard. And then I added a little bit of garlic powder. Okay, so we are going to mix all that together again. And now we're going to add our shredded cheddar cheese. So I would say that is about a cup of the shredded cheddar cheese. And if you want to. It just depends on how cheesy you want it, but it shouldn't be like oversaturated in cheese, because then everything will just sit on top of our mixture, and we don't want it to sit on the top. We need it to be dense enough so that some of it'll give it some hold, but we need some of it to go throughout our bread and our vegetables and the other ingredients that we added. So we're gonna stir it up again. And now I'm adding Gruyere cheese. Now, what I love about the Gruyere cheese, guys, is that it is so creamy. It has like this really sweet, intense under notes to it. It is amazing. And I buy most of my cheeses, I get them from Aldi's. You can get them for a great buy. You can have your cube of cheese for, I think it's like $1.79. The Gruyere cheese was $2.29. And so on top of my mixture, I've added some evaporated milk, and that's just to begin the absorption process. And now I am making sure that I evenly distribute this egg custard mixture over it. We want to make sure that there is no area in this casserole dish that has not been touched by this mixture. So you guys, I love taking meals and just recreating them into something else. There's nothing that goes to waste over here at Juani's house, because you can best believe that I will come up with another meal with it. And this was perfect for the next morning. Okay, so now I have this all ready, and now I've melted some real butter, guys. I'm almost like my girl Paula Deen, where she uses butter with everything. And so real butter melted, and I just distribute it over our dish, and then I'm gonna let this sit for about 45 minutes, or you can let it sit overnight. Put it into the oven at 425 degrees for about 40 minutes. And especially when you see the nice browning on the top, you see the hills and the valleys, and this is what it looks like. Guys, this was absolutely amazing. We have everything we need in here. We have vegetables, we have cheese, we have protein, we have potatoes. Everything we needed was right here in this bowl, and it was absolutely delicious. So I think this is one thing that I may make for Thanksgiving morning. I just want to give you a hint of something that possibly you could come up with. Everything in here is very economical and is not going to break the bank. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to Juani's house, I would love for you to subscribe. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of my upcoming uploads. Also guys, I would love if you would come on over and check me out on my Instagram. You can find me over there at Juani's house, just like it is here. Hit that follow button, and then you will be in the know as to what's to come over here at Juani's house. So guys, I'm about to go, but before I do, you know what I always say. The next time you're in town, you can always stop by Juani's house, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.